Hey, it's me, AP, and welcome to a very special episode today. Today is a movie quiz special episode, and the movie I'm going to be doing the quiz on today, as the quiz master, is Masters of the Universe, the live action adaptation of the Masters of the Universe property. And let me just first of all introduce this movie and just why I wanted to do the quiz on this movie today on this special episode. Got the DVD of it here. I've always enjoyed this movie. It's been a movie I've watched growing up as a kid, growing up into becoming an adult, and it's a movie I've always enjoyed. And I've recently, only this week, if you're watching the episodes, I put together a new web series called Movies for Not Knowers. And the first episode is all about Masters of the Universe because I enjoy this movie so much. And basically, I thought it would be really fun to do every third month now a special episode where we do sort of a big video, and that was the Movies for Not Knowers episode. I'm saying episode like a million times here. And at the end of the day, I wanted to do something else as well, and this is where the quiz comes in. I wanted to do a quiz, a movie quiz, and I thought it would be cool just to do the quiz about the movie I've done a whole load of research on for Movies for Not Knowers. So I've chosen to do today's quiz solely all about Masters of the Universe, the live action adaptation, and I hope it's going to be something you can all enjoy. It's set out for everyone basically. This quiz. It is a quiz that you can all watch the video or listen to the audio, get involved with. You can shout out the answers. I will tell you the rules of every round throughout the quiz, but it will be an 8-round quiz. There's no prizes, there's no cash prize, there's no prize money, no prizes at all. But you know what? It's just a fun movie quiz for us all to get involved with here in this movie community here. And as the quiz master, I think it is time to start the quiz. So round number 1, I'm gonna, as I said, tell you the rules and tell you what the premise of these questions is going to be about. So basically, round 1 is a choose your answer round. It's a basic, you select the answer, there you go, you get a win, you get a loss. But basically, each round consists of 4 questions, and to get the point at the end of each round, you have to answer at least 3 of those 4 questions right. If you get 3 of the 4 questions right, you get a point for that round. And as I said, there's 8 rounds in total, and it's just basically so you can get the highest scores out of all this. So you got to get 3 questions right out of the 4 questions each round. I will go over all of the questions in each round first, and then we will have a rehash of each round and then go over the answers then at the end of me telling the questions for each single round. So let's commence with round number 1. Choose your answer round, and this one is based around cast and characters within the Masters of the Universe movie. So let's go for it. Question number 1. Who played the role of Julie? The answers are, the choices are A. Courtney Cox, B. Jennifer Connelly, or C. Alyssa Milano? Give you that question again. Question 1. Who played the role of Julie? Was it A. Courtney Cox, B. Jennifer Connelly, or C. Alyssa Milano? Question number 2. Who runs the music store? Is it A. Dave, B. Marty, or C. Charlie? Question number 2 again. Who runs the music store? Is it A. Dave, B. Marty, or C. Charlie? Question number 3. What police rank was James Tolkien's character Lubick? Was it A. Detective, B. Sergeant, or C, lieutenant? Give you that question again. What police rank was James Tolkien's character Lubick? Was it A, detective, B, sergeant, or C, lieutenant? Question number 4, the last question of round number 1. What was the surname of Robert Duncan McNeill's character Kevin? Was it A, Dawson, B, Corrigan, or C, Dyson? Let's give you that question again. Question number 4. What was the surname of Robert Duncan McNeill's character Kevin? Was it A, Dawson, B, Corrigan, or C, Dyson? So there you have it, the first 4 questions of the first round. And as I said now, we're going to go through them questions again, give the answers, and you've got to get 3 out of the 4 right to get a point for the first round. So let's have the questions and answers. Let's go for it, folks. Play along with me. So question number 1. Who played the role of Julie? And we had the choice of A, Courtney Cox, B, Jennifer Connelly, or C, Alyssa Milano. And the answer to that question is A, Courtney Cox. She played the role of Julie within the movie. The Friends star, Courtney Cox. Question number 2. Who runs the music store? The music store is pretty substantial to the whole movie, really. So, who runs it? Is it A, Dave, B, Marty, or C, Charlie? And the answer to that question is C, Charlie. Give yourself a round of applause if you got that answer right. Pretty easy though. If you've seen the movie, it's pretty easy. All these questions are relatively easy if you've seen the movie, but maybe if you've not watched it in a while, it becomes not so fresh. But yes, Charlie was the owner of the music store. Kevin's character went to go and see him at the music store with an unusual item, which I won't reveal the name of because it could potentially be a future answer in a future question. So I won't give away too much. I'm not going to talk too much because I might just slip up here at some point. Let's go. So the answer was C, Charlie. Let's go for question number 3. What police rank was James Tolkien's character Lubick? Was it A, detective, B, sergeant, or C, lieutenant? And the answer to that question is detective. It was Detective Lubick. James Tolkien played the character of Detective Lubick within the movie. A lot of people will know him from playing Principal Strickland in Back to the Future movies. And his role is very, very similar type of role within this movie. Maybe he got cast for the reasons that maybe the filmmakers actually liked him in that movie. He was a fairly substantial part of Back to the Future. Question number 4. What was the surname of Robert Duncan McNeill's character Kevin? Was it A, Dawson, B, Corrigan, or C, Dyson? And the answer to that question is Corrigan. So it was Kevin Corrigan. Robert Duncan McNeill's character played the role of. And that is round 1 over and done with, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, if you got 3 of the answers right on that first round, you have earned yourself 1 point, ladies and gents. And you know what? That is a hard-fought 1 point. Well done. Well done. So round number 2. And round number 2 is called Complete the Line. That's right. It is called Complete the Line. Let me explain. So again, ladies and gents, it is a 4-question round, and on this round, I'm going to give you a line from the movie, and then you have to complete the last bit of the line. And I will inform you if it is maybe 2 words, 1 word, or whatnot, but you have to complete it. I'm going to try and act them out as best as I can. I'm not a professional actor. I'm just some guy on YouTube who just likes doing stupid stuff like this. So let's give it a go. I will tell you though, just to inform you, I will tell you who does the lines within the movie and who they're to give you a better idea and give you a better concept and a bit of a sort of backstory into the line. So let's crack on with it. So, question number 1, and this line in the movie is by Courtney Cox's character Julie to Kevin. So here is the line. You've got to complete the line. So the line is, "They saved my life. Now, blank." Let me give you that again. "They saved my life. Now, blank." So I'm giving you all 2-word. Again, I'm going to give you the choices. So there's 3 choices on each one. So, "They saved my life. Now, is it A, trust me, B, move aside, or C, please stay?" So let me just put it into perspective. So it's either "They saved my life, now trust me," "They saved my life, now move aside," or C, "They saved my life, now please stay." So let me give you them 3 again. So it's either A, "They saved my life, now trust me," B, "They saved my life, now move aside," or C, "They saved my life, now please stay." So question number 2. This line is by Evil Lynn. Evil Lynn does this line. Maybe I'll try and do the voice. I'm going to try and do the voice. "Beastman, full force attack." That was awful, that. I'll just do it normal. "Beastman, full force attack." And there's 3 choices again. So I will do the full line. So the first one, A, it's either "Beastman, full force attack at midnight," or it's either B, "Beastman, full force attack at the Masters of the Universe," or it's either C, "Beastman, full force attack at my command." Let's go for now. Question number 3. And this one is from Gwildor to the Masters of the Universe, He-Man, Teela, and Man-at-Arms, earlier on in the movie. So, Gwildor's line is, "Now, you ask, why is Skeletor after me? Because of my..." So it is either because of my A, invention, because of my B, brains, because of my C, inventory. Let me give it them again. So it's either A, now you ask, why is Skeletor after me? Because of my invention, B, because of my brains, or C, because of my inventory. Or inventory. I don't know how Americans say it. As a British man, I say inventory. I know inventory. I know it. Different places around the world say that word differently, so I say inventory. Let's go to question number 4. Question number 4. And this one's from Kevin to Charlie. And the line is, "Thanks, we're going to be better tonight. I want you to take a look at this." It's either A, synthesizer, B, thing I found, or C, baby. And let me give you that full line again. So it's, "Thanks, we're going to be better tonight. I want you to take a look at this A. I want you to take a look at this synthesizer. B, I want you to take a look at this thing I found. Or C, I want you to take a look at this baby." Right. So let me go. Let's go through the questions and the answers, ladies and gents. I'm getting super warm in here. Super duper warm. I know I usually keep the jacket on, but I'm actually going to have to take the jacket off. This is my usual outfit, but I'm so warm. It's super warm in here today. Done this. Right, the jacket's off. We mean business now. We mean business. Let's go for this again. So, questions and answers. Question number 1, Julie to Kevin. "They saved my life now." And the answers, it's either A, trust me, B, move aside, or C, please stay. And the answer to that line is A, trust me. So the line is from Julie to Kevin, "They saved my life now. They saved my life. Now trust me." So question number 2, Evil Lynn, and she's saying this to Beastman. She says, "Beastman, full force attack at," and it's either A, midnight, B, the Masters of the Universe, or C, my command. And the answer is C, My Command. And the line in total is Beastman, full force attack at my command. Let's go to question number 3. And this is Gwildor to the Masters of the Universe. Now, you ask, why is Skeletor after me? Because of my A, invention, B, brains, or C, inventory, or inventory as I say it. And the answer is A, invention. So the line in total, the complete line is now. You ask, why is Skeletor after me? Because of my invention. That is a line, and I didn't really deliver it that well. I could have delivered it a lot better, I'm sure, but I butchered it, I think. Let's go for question number 4. Question number 4, Kevin to Charlie, and it is, thanks, we're going to be better tonight. I want you to take a look at this, and it's either A, synthesizer, B, thing I found, or C, baby. And the answer is C, baby. Right, now it is time for round number 3, and we're back to another choose your answer round. And this round is focused all around production and the movie release. So let's go for this. So question number 1, who composed the score for the movie? Was it A, John Williams, B, Bill Conti, or C, Hans Zimmer? And whoever composed the music for the movie. So again, question 1, who composed the score for the movie? And it's either A, John Williams, Bill Conti, or C, Hans Zimmer. Question number 2, who directed the movie? And the answers are A, Gary Goddard, B, Paul Verhoeven, or C, William Shatner. Let's give you that again. So who directed the movie? Was it A, Gary Goddard, B, Paul Verhoeven, or C, William Shatner? Let's now go to question number 3. According to IMDb, how much was the movie's budget cost? Was it A, $30 million, B, $22 million, or C, $17 million? Give it that again. So according to IMDb, how much was the movie's budget cost? Was it A, $30 million, B, $22 million, or C, $17 million? Question number 4. What year was the movie released? Was it A, 1980, B, 1989, or C, 1987? Let's have that again. What year was the movie released? Was it A, 1980, B, 1989, or C, 1987? Okay, let's go over those again, and just let's just jump right in again. Question number 1: who composed the score for the movie? Was it A, John Williams, B, Bill Conti, or C, Hans Zimmer? The answer to that question is B, Bill Conti, the famous composer of the Rocky and Karate Kid soundtracks. Very good soundtrack to this movie as well. I really enjoy it. Question number 2: who directed the movie? Is either A, Gary Goddard, B, Paul Verhoeven, or C, William Shatner? And the answer to that is Gary Goddard. He directed this movie. Paul Verhoeven was more famously known for directing RoboCop, which I believe was released, I think it was released the same year. Question number 3. According to IMDb, how much was the movie's budget cost? Was it A, $30 million, B, $22 million, or C, $17 million? And the answer to that question is B, $22 million. Question number 4. What year was the movie released? Was it A, 1980, B, 1989, or C, 1987? And that answer is C, 1987. So, same as I didn't say at the end of the last round, but again, you've got to get 3 of the 4 questions right to get a point. So if you've got the points from the first round and the second round, and if you got this one as well, you have earned yourself 3 points so far in this quiz. Give yourself a round of applause, ladies and gents. And that is round 3 over and done with. Okay, so we're now on to round number 4. And this round is titled, Who Said the Line? Who said the line? And it's again 4 questions as always. You've got to get 3 of the 4 questions right to get a point at the end of this round. So let's crack on with round number 4. So round number 4 starts with question number 1. Again, question number 1 of round 4. Who said the line? And again, I will say the line, and you must tell me who said the line in the movie. So the question 1, after all this time, Grayskull is ours. And I'm just doing this in my normal voice here, guys, so don't be thinking like, well, maybe I could throw you off. Maybe I'll throw in some weird voices and you'll be like, might throw you off a bit. Let me throw some voices in there. After all this time, Grayskull is ours. So that was the line. And the answers are either A, Skeletor, B, Evil Lyn, or C, the Sorceress. That line again. After all this time, Grayskull is ours. And it's either A, Skeletor, B, Evil Lyn, or C, the Sorceress. Question number 2. You mean this used to be an animal? And it's either A, Julie, B, He-Man, or C, Teela. I'm going to do that in a normal voice because I don't know whether everyone could hear that because it was such a weird voice. Question number 2. You mean this used to be an animal? It's either A, Julie, B, He-Man, or C, Teela. Question number 3. You want to know something, kid? I don't think this is any synthesizer. And the answers are either A, Charlie, B, Detective Lubick, or C, Man-at-Arms. Let's go for that again. Question number 3. You want to know something, kid? I don't think this is any synthesizer. As either A, Charlie, B, Detective Lubick, or C, Man-at-Arms. Question number 4. The power fills me. Yes, I feel the universe within me. And it's either, this line is either by A, He-Man, B, Gwildor, or C, Skeletor. And let's go for that again. Question number 4. The power fills me. Yes, I feel a universe within me. And it's either A, He-Man, B, Gwildor, or C, Skeletor. Let's go over them questions and give you the answers then, ladies and gents. So, question number 1. After all this time, Grayskull is ours. It's either A, Skeletor, B, Evil Lyn, or C, the Sorceress. And the answer to this question is, drumroll, Evil Lyn. Evil Lyn is the answer to the first question in round 4. Now, over to question number 2. The line is, you mean this used to be an animal? And let me say that again. You mean this used to be an animal? And the answers are either A, Julie, B, He-Man, or C, Teela. And the answer to this question is Teela. She said that line in the movie. And now we're on to question number 3. You want to know something, kid? You want to know something, kid? I don't think this is any synthesizer. And the answers are either A, Charlie, B, Detective Lubick, or C, Man-at-Arms. The answer to this question is B, Detective Lubick. He says that line in Julie's house to Kevin. He is not a fool. He is a smart cop. Very smart cop, Detective Lubick. Question number 4. The power fills me. Yes. I feel the universe within me. And the answers either are He-Man, A. He-Man, B. Gwildor, or C. Skeletor. And the answer to that question is Skeletor. Skeletor said that line. Round number 5. This round is titled Can You Name It? So again, it is an answer. You got to name the choice. 3 choices. You got to give me the answer. Simple stuff. We know it's simple. Let's go for question number 1 of round 5. You've got to get 3 of the 4 right to get a point as always. Question number 1. What is the full name of Julie's deceased mother? And the answers are either A. Elizabeth Murray Winston, B. Catherine Murray Winston, or C. Martha Winston. Give you that question again. What is the full name of Julie's deceased mother? Is it A. Elizabeth Murray Winston, B. Catherine Murray Winston, or C. Martha Winston? Question number 2. What does the sign above Kevin in the music hall say? It's either A. Beneath the sea. That's what I was meant to say. Beneath. A. Beneath the sea. B. Around the world fantasy. Or C. Music hall rock. Give it out again. What does the sign above Kevin in the music hall say? It's either A. Beneath the sea. B. Around the world fantasy. Or C. Music hall rock. Question number 3. What colour is the jewel that the sorceress hands to Julie? It's either A. Blue, B. Red, or C. Yellow. That question again. What colour is the jewel that the sorceress hands to Julie? Is it either A. Blue, B. Red, or C. Yellow? Question number 4. What colour is Skeletor's second form of armour? Either we got A. Question number 8. Answer number A. Red. Answer number 2. B. 2B. Why don't I just say B? Answer number B. Green. Or answer number C. Gold. Let me give you that question again. So, what colour is Skeletor's second form of armour? Second form of armour in the movie. And it's either A. Red, B. Green, or C. Gold. Let's go for these questions and hammer out the answers. Question number 1 again. What is the full name of Julie's deceased mother? It's either A. Elizabeth Murray Winston, B. Catherine Murray Winston, or C. Martha Winston. And the answer to that question is B. Catherine Murray Winston. You can see the name on the graveyard when they visit the graveyard, the cemetery, early on in the movie. I wanted to throw in Martha in there just because, you know, that's a movie mother's name now, thanks to Batman versus Superman. Question number 2. What does the sign above Kevin in the music hall say? It's either A. Beneath the sea, B. Around the world fantasy, or C. Music hall rock. The answer to that question is B. Around the world fantasy. Question number 3. What colour is the jewel that the sorceress hands to Julie? Is it A. Blue, B. Red, or C. Yellow? And the answer is A. Blue. Question number 4. What colour is Skeletor's second form of armour? Is it A. Red, B. Green, or C. Gold? The answer is C. Gold. And that is the end of round number 5, ladies and gents. If you got 3 of those answers correct, you've earned yourself another point in this quiz. Add up your totals so far, let me know how you're doing, and let's crack on with the next round. So the next round, round number 6. This round is called Choose Your Answer round again. It's another Choose Your Answer round, simple round. This one is about movie trivia and facts around the movie Masters of the Universe. So, let's go for this. Question number 1. According to IMDb, Dolph Lundgren said the movie took how long to complete filming? And it's either A, 18 months, B, 8 months, or C, 5 months. Let me give you that again. So, question number 1. According to IMDb, Dolph Lundgren said the movie took how long to complete filming? It's either A, 18 months, B, 8 months, or C, 5 months. Question number 2. Who distributed the movie? It's either A, Disney, B, Paramount, or C, Canon Films. That question again. Who distributed the movie? It's either A, Disney, B, Paramount, or C, Canon Films. Question number 3. By the end of its theatre run, how much money did the movie take worldwide? Was it A, $17 million? That's 17, 17, $17 million. B, $25 million, 25, $25 million, or C, $21 million. Let's give you that again. By the end of its theatre run, how much money did the movie take worldwide? Was it A, $17 million, B, $25 million, or C, $21 million? Question number 4. What month was the movie released? And we got question answers A, July, B, March, or C, August. And that is round 6 all tidied up. Let's go for the answers of round 6 now then. So, question number 1. According to IMDb, Dolph Lundgren said the movie took how long to complete filming? Was it A, 18 months, B, 8 months, C, 5 months? And the answer is C, 5 months. It took 5 months to complete filming according to Dolph Lundgren. Question number 2. Who distributed the movie? Was it A, Disney, B, Paramount, or C, Canon Films? And the answer is C, Canon Films. They distributed the movie and soon after they went out of business, so that says a lot about this movie. It's still great. It's still a great movie. Let's go for this. Question number 3. By the end of its theatre run, how much money did the movie take worldwide? So how much did it take worldwide? We got A, $17 million, B, $25 million, or C, $21 million. And the answer is A, $17 million it made worldwide. And look, it was deemed as a bit of a financial bad thing for the company, Canon Films, in releasing this. $17 million was not seen as a good amount for this movie. Let's go for question number 4 anyway. What month was the movie released? Was it A, July, B, March, or C, August? And the answer is August. It was released in August, and that is round 6 all done. So if you got 3 of those questions right, you have got another point along the way on this Masters of the Universe movie quiz, and give yourself a pat on the back because you are doing well. If you're getting all these answers right so far, you are doing fantastic. If you got none right, don't worry about it. It's just a fun quiz. Maybe you can do it again in a week or 2 and have another go off after you've watched the movie, maybe. Refresh yourself with the movie. Let's go on for the next round anyway. We're on to round number 7. Round number 7 is another round of Can You Name It? So, another round of Can You Name It? Question number 1. You have to just name the answer. 3 answers again. Let's go for this. Nice and simple as always. Question number 1. What is the name of the restaurant where Julie works at? This is kind of a hard one. This is a kind of a hard question. But you know what? Let's see if you can get it right. What's the name of the restaurant where Julie works at? Was it A, Nicole's Burger Barn, B, the Old Spice Lodge, or C, Robbie's Ribs and Chicken? Let's go for this again. Question number 1. What is the name of the restaurant where Julie works at? Was it A, Nicole's Burger Barn, B, the Old Spice Lodge, or C, Robbie's Ribs and Chicken? Question number 2. What is the device called that opens doors to different parts of the universe? So very much the main item within this whole plot of this whole story of Masters of the Universe. It's either A, the Cosmic Key, B, the Universal Key, or C, the Eternium Box. Let's give that question again. What is the device called that opens doors to different parts of the universe? And it's either A, the cosmic key, B, the universal key, or C, the Eternian box. Question number 3. What colour car does Gwildor turn up in? It's either A, blue, B, white, or C, pink. Give it that again. What colour car does Gwildor turn up in? It's either A, blue, B, white, or C, pink. Question number 4. What is the name of the cemetery? What is the name of the cemetery where Julie's parents are buried? It's either A, Laurelwood Cemetery, B, Langella Place Cemetery, or C, Silverwood Cemetery. Let's go for that again. What is the name of the cemetery where Julie's parents are buried? The deceased parents. Is it either A, Laurelwood Cemetery, B, Langella Place Cemetery, or C, Silverwood Cemetery? Let's go for those answers. Give you the questions all over again and the answers. Let's wrap up this round. What is the name? Question number 1. What is the name of the restaurant where Julie works at? It's either A, Nicole's Burger Barn, B, the Old Spice Lodge, or C, Robbie's Ribs and Chicken. And the answer is C, Robbie's Ribs and Chicken. And it sounds like a restaurant I wouldn't go to because I'm vegetarian. So it doesn't, unless they got vegetarian ribs and chicken. They have that, I'm down for it. I'm there. Let's see. Question number 2. What is the device called that opens doors to different parts of the universe? It's either A, the cosmic key, B, the universal key, or C, the Eternian box. And the answer to that question is easy. It is A, the cosmic key. A, the cosmic key is the answer to that question. Let's go to question number 3. What colour car does Gwildor turn up in? So this is on Earth. What car does he turn up in? What colour car? It's either A, blue, B, white, or C, pink. The answer is he turns up in a pink car. A pink car it turns up in. Question number 4. What is the name of the cemetery where Julie's parents are buried? It's either A, Laurelwood Cemetery, B, Langella Place Cemetery, or C, Silverwood Cemetery. And the answer is A, Laurelwood Cemetery. I can't even say it anymore. I've said it that many times. Again, you know the score. If you get 3 of those 4 questions right, you've earned yourself another point in this quiz. Give yourself double thumbs up because you're doing awesome. You're doing awesome if you got it, because that was quite a hard round, that one. That took a lot of research. If you're getting a lot of these rounds right, you are a super fan of this movie, because some of these questions are really, really hard. Let's go to the next round anyway. So we're on to round number 8, the final round, and look, final round of the quiz. Let's finish it with fireworks. Let's finish it off with something cool. Let's hopefully you're getting all these questions right, or majority right, and you're having fun along the way as well. And question number 8, round number 8, is titled The Final Order. The Final Order round. And I'm a Star Wars fan, so The Final Order is from Rise of Skywalker, so I just thought I'd put it in there. It sounded right anyway. It sounded good. I'm going to have to get better titles, though, for future quizzes, maybe, on some of them. Let's go for round number 8. It is a 4-question round, as always. You have to get 3 of the 4 questions right to get the point for this round. And let me just say, this round, I'm going to give you... You've got to put something in the order. You've got to put these... So I'm going to give you 4 answers, and you've got to put them in the order of either ascending or descending order. And I will explain as I mention the question. So let's go for it. Question number 1. Put these 4 characters in order of first appearance on screen. So, for example, if you had Skeletor, He-Man, and Teela, and say, like, He-Man was first, you'd say He-Man 1, Skeletor would maybe he's 3rd, you put Skeletor 3, and say Teela was the 2nd appearance, you put Teela second. So it goes from first appearance, whoever appears on screen, second, third, and fourth. You get it, ascending order. So put these 4 characters in order of the first appearance on screen. So we got A, He-Man, B, Kevin, C, Skeletor, or D, Evil Lyn. And this round's got 4 answers, so it makes it a bit more trickier. Let me give it out again. Question number 1. Put these 4 characters in the order of the first appearance on screen. As either A, we got A, He-Man, B, Kevin, C, Skeletor, or D, Evil Lyn. I don't know why I'm saying it like it's like there's one answer. You just got to put them in order of first appearance on screen. And let's go for question number 2. Question number 2. Put these 4 characters in order of last appearance on screen. So this is also including post and end credit scenes as well, I must say. You put in somewhat this, you're going backwards this time. So who was last on screen, and then go backwards from there. But you say the last person would be 1, second to last would be 2, third from last, and you get it. So it's either A, first one is A, Skeletor, B, the Sorceress, C, Julie, or D, Gwildor. I'll go over all these again at the end, and we can go through this. Question number 3. Put these 4 characters in order of being introduced to Skeletor by Evil Lyn. So, what was the order of these characters being introduced to Skeletor by Evil Lyn? So, the characters are A, Karg, B, Blade, C, Sarod, or D, Beastman. Let's go to question number 4. Question number 4. Put these 4 characters in order of first appearance in Charlie's Music Store. And we got A, He-Man, B, Detective Lubick, C, Kevin, or D, Gwildor. And these are the first appearances in Charlie's Music Store from first to last. And they are the questions. And, let's go through the answers. So the answers. Let's start with question number 1. Put these 4 characters in order of first appearance on screen. So I'm going to go with you. So we've got 4 answers here. We've got A, He-Man, B, Kevin, C, Skeletor, and D, Evil Lyn. I want you to put these in order of first appearance on screen. So you've got He-Man, Kevin, Skeletor, Evil Lyn. Who appeared first on screen? Give me your choices now. Give me your choices, ladies and gents. Let me know your choices. Think it out loud. Write it on a piece of paper. Let me know what you think. And time's up. We're going to go for it. So, first appearance on screen. The first person to feature on screen is C, Skeletor. So, Skeletor is number 1. And we got second is Evil Lyn. And third is He-Man. And fourth is Kevin. So, if you didn't get them all in the right order, you failed that question. You didn't get anything for that question, and that is a failure. You are a failure for getting that wrong. I'm joking. You're not a failure. You're great. But let's go for question number 2. Put these 4 characters in order of the last appearance on screen, and this includes post and end of credits scenes. So we want it from last to last, going backwards this time, but we start with 1 being the last one. So we got A, Skeletor, B, the Sorceress, C, Julie, or D, Gwildor, in order of last appearance on screen. So last appearance starts with 1. Skeletor is the last appearance in the movie. He features in the post-end credit scene where he says, "I'll be back." And the second to last is Julie. She's second. Then it is third from last is Gwildor, and fourth from last is the Sorceress. And if you got it right, again, these are really hard questions. If you are getting these right, kudos to you, because these are super duper hard questions in my opinion. Question number 3. Put these 4 characters in order of being introduced to Skeletor by Evil Lyn. So there's a scene where Evil Lyn introduces the warriors, the bounty hunters, to Skeletor, his warriors, and she names them all the bounty hunters, the mercenaries within the movie, and they're all famous faces from the TV show. I think maybe one of them, I think Karg didn't feature in the TV show. I may be wrong. I'm pretty sure all the other ones did feature. But let's go for it. So this is in ascending order. Who appeared first? Who was introduced first? So we got Karg, Blade, Sarod, and Beastman. They're the choices. Let me give the official order. So the first one to be introduced to Skeletor by Evil Lyn is B, Blade. Second is C, Sarod. Third is the Beastman. Beastman is third. And fourth is Karg. He is the fourth person, or the fourth monster, I don't know what you want to call him, a monster, a mercenary, to be introduced to Skeletor. Question number 4. Put these 4 characters in order of first appearance in Charlie's Music Store. So who appeared first in the music store? And the answers are either A, He-Man, B, Detective Lubick, C, Kevin, and D, Gwildor. So put them in first appearance in the music store. So let's start off with Kevin. I think that's a fairly simple one. He's a musician within the story, and he's the first one to make an entrance within the music store. He is first. Second is Detective Lubick. He is the second one. He goes to question Charlie about the Cosmic Key. Third is He-Man. He's the third person to be seen on screen in the music store. And the fourth one is D, Gwildor. He is sort of like standing behind He-Man and Man-at-Arms, and you don't see him, and then he's shown on screen after the initial conversation with He-Man in the music store with Lubick and Charlie. So if you got, as always, if you got 3 of the 4 questions right here, you get another point. And look, that is the final round. I hope you did well in the whole quiz. And you know what? Let's jump to a little bit of an end of quiz wrap up. Yeah, let's go for that. So the end of quiz wrap up. Here we go. Let's go for this. So I hope you enjoyed this quiz today. I hope you enjoyed this special episode. Again, this is something I wanted to do for a while. It's something I've just been, I've been prepping for a while, doing this and getting this idea. We've done quizzes on the shows before, but I wanted to do a full-on movie quiz dedicated to one in particular movie. Let me know your answers first of all. Let me know your full total. I'm getting my words mixed up. I'm getting that many words in my face here. I've got sheets full of paper with answers and questions. Let me know your score out of the 8 rounds. So in total, there's 8 available points. Again, if you got 3 of the 4 on each round, you get a point. Some of them questions were tough, and when I was researching them, I honestly, I was thinking to myself, like, some people will not get these answers, and if they do, it's just either pure luck or they are a super duper fan, as I said. But look, Masters of the Universe is a film I really enjoy, and I wanted to share just something fun at the end of the day. I want to do this regularly now. It's going to be third of the month. We're going to do like a special episode, and the quiz today is taken over from the usual Saturday movie show we do. And it's just something special for the movie community we got here. Just something fun. Let me know in the comments your answers, your points, how many you got. Be truthful, be honest. There's no fun in just give me a 8 out of 8 if you're lying. Don't do that. Just give me an honest opinion and what you thought of the questions as well. What you enjoyed about the quiz, what you would like to see maybe in a future quiz, maybe different rounds. Give me some ideas. Let me know your thoughts, because I'm really happy to take on people's ideas to improve the quizzes in future, because this won't be the last one. We will certainly do more of these episodes in the future. Different movies each time, but we're going to pick a different movie every time. I think that would be really a good idea. So we can all prep on one movie then. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for taking part in the quiz as well. I really do appreciate it. If you stayed to the end of this video, thank you very much. If you did enjoy this video, give it a like. As I said, comment your scores, comment your thoughts on this episode, and check out the rest of my movie-related content as well along the way. If you've not watched it yet, check out the Masters of the Universe Movies for Not Knowers episode I put out. It is a fantastic 25 minute episode talking about the movie history of that movie, the facts, the characters, everything. Loads of movie trivia in there. It's something I've worked on. I put a lot of work into that, and hopefully you get some enjoyment out of that as well. But Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.